House cafeteria is said to have been a lawyer. Police are questioning the 19-year-old female college student who is sitting with the victim.
Amazing!
I hadn't switched it yet, Sandwich. I haven't had a chance yet. It's on my list of things to do, though. So happy Saturday. But yes, I mean, it's still in the cards to change your sub notification. But this seems that it was her sitting with the lawyer who apparently died. I need to finish this myself. I'm gonna assume that's the nice way, because if I read that, it's rude. I didn't expect you to take your time, bro. Do it now. Okay, I know what you mean, though. If this continues tomorrow, I'm gonna be a little more worried. There's something... Oh. I'm afraid what you will not be, what you have will not be enough. I'll go and look into the downstairs reading room and see what I can find. Hey, Rune. Happy Saturday, dude. Yeah, commas save lives. Let's eat, Grandma. Let's eat, comma, Grandma. I want to do whatever I can to be of help. Well, looks like the recess is about over. We'll better get moving. Cool. Dude, what a... They're putting a lot of us stuff on here for the tutorial of this game. This is Trials and Tribulations. Research sure seemed longer than 20 minutes, though. No, it is like less. Way less. Oh, we get a stretch break. So, guys, we're at the first part of game number 3, Phoenix Wright Trials and Tribulations. So it's going to take a small little stretch break. I'm going to see if I can't stretch out whatever this pressure is real quick. So everybody stand up, even if you just got here. Oh, court will now reconvene. Indeed. Oh. Oh. Oh yeah, court reconvene. Reconvenes so well right now. I'm gonna put that in the title real quick. Trials and Tribulations. But how you guys been? Rune and Sandwich? You guys who just got here. Let's put Trials and Tribulations. Trials and Tribulations. That's probably spelled wrong, but that makes it all the more fun to click on. Alright. Bam. Can I go? Can you go ahead? Yeah. Oh, nice. Yeah, I was able to do D&D this morning, but yeah, go ahead and pick the game you want to play as being a Tier 3 sub. By the way, again, Tier 3 subs get to pick a game to play with me once every month. You got a quad kill and a diva nuke? Nice. Okay, we're going to try the voices again and see if there's the thing to do. Jackbox? You got it, sir. We'll find out what day works the best for all of us. So if we want to do it, like... We could do Monday. If you want to do Monday, would you be... Because it's on the break. Everybody should be available. So if you want to do it Monday Jackbox, we can do that. Next person is someone who witnessed the crime as it happened. Prosecution calls Mr. Dahlia Hawthorne to the stand. Let's do Monday. Okay. What's with this stiff silence? Okay, guess we're doing Monday Jackbox as part of Sandwich's Tier 3 sub bonus. My long career as a judge, I've been deceived by many witnesses. It's my job to doubt. Take no one at their word. But in no case, I must admit that you radiate a glow of complete sincerity. Wow. I move to have a new judge. I move to have a new judge, please, and thank you. Oh, Nalian witness, can you please state your full name? I Don't worry, sweetie. There's no need to be nervous. You know anything about this game? Oh, this is the tutorial. Right now, Phoenix, young Phoenix, is being... Again, young Phoenix. He's third year in high school. Or in college. He's being accused of murdering this dude who was electrocuted in an alley. If anyone says anything rude, you can be sure I'll cut them right down to size. And I'll bash them with my gavel. And my axe. I love how they look straight at me when they say that. Thank you for calming my nerves. You're all so nice. I almost feel right at home. Not at all. It was nothing. If we may move on now, what is your full name and occupation? My name is Dahlia Hawthorne. I'm a junior in literature at Ivy University. I just want to say, it's an honor for me to be here in your noble presence. Yeah, this is Mia's first case she took on, I think. The honor is all mine. Yeah, I keep trying to do voices, and guys, that whatever is wrong with my chest, I'm not going to do it. So not the most entertaining versions of Trial and Tribulations, but I'm going to try and talk normal instead of straining my chest for whatever reason. Whew. We all know who brings the milkshake. Milkshake brings all the boys to the yard. Well, this game was made in the 2000s. My milkshake brings all the boys to the yard, and they're like, it's better than yours. Dang right, it's better than yours. I could teach you, but I have to charge. Everybody knows that bad song. Is there something I can do to... Oh, I can't do it. Something I can help you with. Just go and say whatever's on your mind. I'm sure that there must be some kind of mistake. Feeny wouldn't kill anyone. I see why you'd say that. Feeny? She's gonna be a tough witness. Only took her 12 seconds to wrap them all around her little finger. Please proceed with your testimony. Let's hear about what you witnessed on the day of the incident. I thought I heard my door open. I'm like, what? To the outside. I've been planning to go back to Feeny's place after class was over. Feeny and Dougie, they were talking behind the building. Then, suddenly, Dougie got all wobbly and just collapsed. That's when Feeny noticed that I was students, and they called the authorities. Got wobbly? According to you, the defendant didn't do anything wrong. Young lady. As old as I am, even I recall how hot the flames of young passion can burn. Seems my job to discover the truth. Please, tell us the truth. But I would never. That's more than enough, witness. I won't allow this to continue. Quit BSing. Just let me proceed with the cross-examination, Your Honor. I, for one, don't plan to win my case on a bunch of paper-thin lies. Tee-hee, you haven't changed a bit? So you two are acquainted? Yes, we've met before. Once. In any case, Miss Faye, the floor is all yours. It's good to see you again, Madam Faye. Madam? No one's grandma yet, girly. We don't know how old she is in this, Mia is. Now, unless I'm mistaken, Mr. Wright, is in the art department. If that's the case, then what were you doing by the pharmaceutical building? Well, I'm in the literature department. I'm studying Japanese Senryu poetry. I think you are correct, Rune, where a lot of the lore connects a lot of the characters back, like, for instance, Phoenix, Edgeworth, and Larry. Those are all, they all went together. I guess this is where Mia and Phoenix kind of connect. Isn't that humorous yet? Satirical style of haiku. Nothing left to do when a man reaches this age. Sleep is his best friend. That hits home. Sounds more like a midlife crisis. Oh. For me to get to the art department, I have to walk through the back area. When you she has to go past the place where he was. When I have to enter the courthouse, I always walk through the front doors. Wow. Yeah, she is less mature, and she's also a little less confident. This is her first actual trial, apparently. So who is this Dougie person? Oh, sorry. Doug Swallow. We were dating until about 8 months ago. So what were you and Mr. Swallow, Mr. Wright, talking about? How can you be so mean? Freaking crocodile tears. I would never eavesdrop? Wasn't raised to be so rude and unrefined. No. No, I instantly don't like her. Nope. Don't drag the witness down to your level. How about you just answer the question? Dougie got wobbly and collapsed. They're saying that the victim just collapsed on his own. Yes. In other words, the defendant never touched the victim. Is that right? I was watching the whole time. Feeney never did a thing to Dougie. Professor, for no good reason, I know the judge will get angry with me. What should I do? I mean, there was testimony saying that he pushed it. And he's got fingerprints. People's lies are not very becoming, Miss Hawthorne, so let's drop them, shall we? I would... Yes, you would, and you have. You already did. Miss Faye, I'm not allowed to badger the witness. I believe the defense is engaging in a fishing expedition. That is, she has no supporting... Please don't glare at me like that. I'm just doing my job. Now then, Miss Hawthorne. The defendant's palm print was found on Mr. Swallow's leather jacket. It has already been shown that Mr. Wright did, in fact, push the victim. What? There's no need to try to cover for the defendant. It would be much better if you came out and told us the whole truth. There's nothing to worry about, young lady. Just tell us everything you saw. Okay, Your Honor, I will. If you don't mind, I would like to revise my testimony. I didn't see the moment he pushed Dougie. You didn't see it. Well, I saw the moment when Dougie fell into the ground. At the time, there were only two of them at the scene. The defendant, Phoenix, and the victim, Dougie. That's right. Didn't look like they were fighting. I didn't hear anything unusual either. So then, what did it look like they were doing to you? I thought they were having a nice, friendly afternoon conversation while we were yelling at him and then push him to the ground. Yeah. That's what it looked like. So nice. Give me a break. That's why I really wasn't watching them all that closely. There was anything out of the ordinary. Nothing at all, Mr. Judge. I like the sound of that, Mr. Judge. Please proceed. When you say students, did you mean students from the pharmaceutical department? Yeah, they're all very fond of their drugs. Please stay on topic. So to find some pharmaceutical students, you went to the labs, correct? That's what I was planning to do, but in the end, I wound up not going. A group of about 10 research students came running out of the building entrance. Somehow they all seemed to know what was going on. I want to hear about this. How could the students have known what was going on? Don't know for sure that they knew what had happened. So did they? Because I think they probably noticed that the power was out, or they overpowered it for some reason, and then they went to the back to do that, to look at it. Kind of excited about something. Doesn't look like I'm going to get any more info about the students. Did the students call the police? I just was so panicked. She's telling a super obvious lie and she knows it. She's pretending to protect, okay? Okay, that means I'm going to have to dig deep to find the contradiction. This is the one that was added, right? Oh, wait, there was a snap sound. Hold on. Snap sound. That's not it? It's just you didn't hear us, but we heard the snap sound of the umbrella breaking, right? Oh. Not the umbrella, the testimony saying about the umbrella. You said you didn't hear anything unusual, is that correct? Yeah, that's why I was very lax looking at the scenery around me. That's nice, but I find that just a little odd. I have here the testimony of your boyfriend, Mr. Phoenix Wright. He clearly testified to the effect that when he pushed the victim, he heard a sharp, loud noise. He said that? If you're really that close to the two of them, why didn't you hear this noise as well? Maybe the noise just wasn't all that memorable. According to Mr. Wright's testimony, it was a sharp, loud, like... How loud can a plastic umbrella breaking be? A loud noise like that could fail to make could fail. There's no way a noise like that... I'm gonna find a freaking... May I have a moment to answer? I know the reason why I didn't hear the noise. You see, the truth is, I had my headphones on, and I was listening to music. I'm just gonna imagine she's not there and just listen to the music. You mean that both of your ears were covered? The rain was just beginning to let up, but it seemed as though Thor wasn't ready for his fun to come to an end yet. What's up, Sandwich? So the sky continued to flash and rumble. The butterflies bug you? Yeah, they do a little bit too. Thunder and lightning, huh? The rain hadn't started yet. Do we have testimony for that? I'm afraid of the sound of thunder, so I put my headphones on to block it out. I'm not going to fault somebody who says that. As you can see, there weren't any contradictions in her testimony after all. Wait a second, Mia. That testimony just now. Something that could totally change this whole case. Saying there was lightning. Your Honor, there's a problem with the witness's testimony. Didn't you notice? She said there was lightning, correct? What about it? Well, lightning is actually a large discharge of electricity in the atmosphere, am I right? Now's not the time for a science lesson! Don't teach me things! Stop! Well, Your Honor, anyway, since the cause of death was electrocution, isn't it possible that the victim died from being hit by a bolt of lightning? Possible. Admit that the thought had not even occurred to me. What kind of thoughts do occur to this guy anyway? Love on this little... How old is she? 20-year-old. back up, Grandpa. This entire case is built on the premise that Mr. Doug Swallow was murdered. The very premise itself is mistaken. The defense believes that Mr. Swallow was, in fact, the victim of a stray bolt. Maybe onto something. Yay! The death was actually accidental. Dude, what does he put in his hair? He has to have like some kind of apparatus or a spring to like have it out there so he can actually do that, and it goes whoa, whoa. You don't trust her because she has an open umbrella indoors? I agree. I agree. I'm hurt that you even have such a low opinion of me, Miss Faye. I'm not a fool, you know. Prosecution has done its research. We found that there were no lightning strikes on the day of that location. Is that something they track? Really? What's more, we have evidence that the electrical cable is definitely linked to this case. Hold on, is that something they actually track? How many lightning strikes there were? Because that's kind of cool if they do. I never knew that. Rune says meteorologists do track that data. I'm learning something today, because that's pretty cool. What is this evidence? This affidavit. Who's the affidavit from? The pharmaceutical students who were conducting experiments in the labs that day. Allow me to read out the testimony of the pharmaceutical. All equipment in the labs lost power all of a sudden at around 3 p.m. that day. Was it a blackout? All the lab's equipment runs on high voltage. So you're saying... Sorry, whenever I see time, I remember times. Yeah, this is after 3. So if they had lost power at 3, the cable's down, he's still alive and hasn't been electrocuted yet. Because of the severed electrical cable. Power outage occurred at approximately 3, which fits the time of death. It does? Okay, I'm being too nitpicky. I think about the 5 minutes. In other words, the victim died as a result of touching the severed electrical cable. According to the students, the cables were very old. They were planning on having them replaced in the near future. Not soon enough. Apparently the cables had been become so brittle that even the smallest bump could have caused them to break. Well, here's the thing about having a bump. They're usually like 20 feet in the air. There's only one thing that troubles me. The cable could have been broken by any small bump. Then it wouldn't have been snapped if it hadn't been bumped into. Kaza, how you doing, sir? Happy Sunday to you. Wait, yeah, happy Sunday to you, dude. How was work? It wouldn't have snapped if it hadn't been... And by the way, if you want to lurk, you don't even have to answer that. Appreciate your lurk. Always like to ask how you're doing, though. I suppose you could say that. Do you have any thoughts regarding the cause of the severed cable? I don't like how this is looking one bit. I'm coming with something to try to regain some momentum. Oh, you got weekends off! Illness is gone. Nice, dude. Good to hear. Good to hear. I know you were battling, I think, with a cold of some kind, but glad to hear you're all better. You think it would also make the power company guilty for negligence? I think if it's on the college property, isn't it up to them to maintain it? Unless it'd have to be if it's property of the college needs to take care of it. If it's property of the city providing to the college, it's the city's fault. I think that's how that works. I have a badge in the shape of Zenyatta. I know these things. Please, the court, the defense would like to state its opinion. Let's hear. Who or what was it that caused the cable to break? Get a badge in the shape of May? Well, again, this is the first gift I was ever given by the stream. This is from our first mod, Fantasia. She sent it to me because she knew who my favorite character was. This is a prized possession for me. It's the only physical representation of a gift that I've been given from anybody in the community. Not counting like video games. But like, I can actually show this to people. Like, you have no idea. I went around church, and whenever I was out, I was like, dudes, look, I got this. He's like, that's really cool. Yeah, somebody from my stream sent me this. And I was so freaking, like, hyped. She knows that. I was very appreciative. Who or what was it that caused the cable to break? I want to say it was her, but I don't really have anything to back that up. I could say it was the umbrella. Nah. I do. It's in it's pinned to one of the Discord channels. I have a P.O. box. Yeah, dude. Don't feel like you have to, but like freaking love random things like that. That's why it's the badge. Okay, what are we thinking? Are we thinking umbrella or are we thinking her? Is there something else I could use? Who or what was it that caused the cable to break? How high are these cables? These cables are high. Like high. There's no way a person could actually touch it. You think umbrella? I'm thinking more umbrella, because there's no way a person could just reach up and touch it. His was broken, though. I'm gonna go with, I agree with you. Let's go with umbrella first. This is why the cable snapped. Well, Your Honor? The only thing that has snapped isn't the body. Okay, so it wasn't that. Oh, we haven't saved in a while. Let's save. Okay. Now it just said who or what. So let's look at anything other whats we can do. Cold Killer X did not do it. There's no other real what that's on his person right now. I'm going to say who. So I'm going to go with... Actually, it could be him. He could have accidentally done it, but we don't like the way she functions, so we're going to say her. This is why the cable snapped. Nope. Okay. Him? Wow. Okay, we are 0 for 3. Oh wait, we can just say this. No. That's not... that. We're trying to determine that. We're gonna do it anyway. Nope. Okay. Is it something in here? Like there's something in the picture that shows it? Also, is he holding it in that one? Oh, you can't see his hand. We've done that. We've done that. We have done her and him. Wow. Can someone else follow? What do you mean? Why? Oh, you like the intro? By the way, I'm trying to find a 1 year sub thing. Like a happy birthday. I want to see if I can't do that. Let's try this. Wow, our butts are being... I'm just confused beyond balls. Watch it be Phoenix. Oh gosh, we're gonna indict ourselves? Well, I tell you what, Sandwich, if you want that intro, hold on. I can just go back to whoever the last follower was. If it works. For whatever reason, the follower one is not working. Now I'm confused. Does this work? That works. Why is the follower one not working? Does this work? Oh!
You're welcome
To the stream.
I know why it doesn't do it. I just realized. So one of the reasons we had a new follower on Thoughts Thursday. It's Ima. His Ima male genitalia, and I think I know why it didn't do it, because I have filters on to not let the stream show those words. So I can let him know in Discord why his notification never came up, because I have a filter. Mystery solved. Think back on Mr. Wright's testimony. He said that after he pushed the victim, he heard a loud, sharp noise. Now, this happened at around 3 p.m., correct? Sounds right. So we're saying that the loud noise wasn't the umbrella? Lab equipment lost power at 2:55, which fits right in Mr. Wright's timeline. In other words, it was Mr. Wright's shove that caused the power outage. The prosecution also came to the same conclusion, and it was that very shove that caused Mr. Swallow to be electrocuted. No. I can't agree with you there, Mr. Payne. What's that supposed to mean? Taking a look at where the victim landed after being shoved. See the umbrella? It's by the electrical pole. That's right. The victim banged into the pole as a result of being pushed. Oh, that makes more sense. It was that impact that caused a cable to break. Well, it makes sense when the victim was electrocuted. Sorry, Your Honor, but no, it doesn't make sense at all. If the victim was shoved into the far pole, then he couldn't have been electrocuted by this severed cable in the foreground. Yeah, he'd be on the other side. In other words, someone other than my client must have electrocuted the victim. Order in the court. Lamentations of my enemy. I've longed to hear. Oh wow, it's like, give me your tears. Oh, it tastes so good. Ugh. Why would they do that? Defense is absolutely correct. Doesn't seem to be any way the defendant could have done it. Mr. Judge, sir, may I say something? Oh gosh. I'm trying to blame my boyfriend so I can get my necklace back. He won't give it back to me. The Madame Attorney's explanation. She's something things that are a little different than I remember them. Just once more. May I please testify one last time? Please, Mr. Judge. Of course it's all right. I'm gullible. This is it. She's finally starting to show her true colors. Man. Truth is, Feeney pushed him twice? First time was into the electrical pole, then when the cable broke, Dougie tried his best to run away from him. But then Feeney caught up and crashed into him from behind. Cable snapping and Dougie being electrocuted all occurred in less than a minute. That last line is wrong. 2:55, 3:05. Right? That's not backwards, right? To the right. Yeah. That's wrong. Picking up and tried to run away. That's when the defendant pushed him for the second time. So sorry, Feeney, but I just have to tell the truth. How is she... like, that's talent to be able to cry on demand. I'm doing the right thing, am I, Mr. Judge? Freaking... No. Jeez. Oh, yeah, if anybody's helping with the followers, it's Kaza. He's got 2 accounts, and he followed me on both. You need to just log in on your phone with your other account, Kaza. Get Man of Mystery on there. Off of there. Especially since eventually we'll start using the loyalty points for something. I just don't know what yet. Previously in your testimony, you were following. Actually, I didn't see the moment he pushed Dougie. I know, I'm sorry. I wanted to protect Feeny. That's why you basically lied to court. I was a bad girl, I know. Oh, is it 4? Okay, I do remember the other ones now, a little bit. I don't remember the names of them because you usually only hear on Man of Mystery or Kaza. Would you please forgive little old me? Wouldn't it be little young me? Just a little old white lie in a court of law. We'll forget it this time. Please be more careful. Just be more careful himself. A dark alley is friendlier than that girl. Oh, let's try your girlfriend's account. Thank you. I remember. That's right. I got an achievement unlocked. Beware your honor with Dahlia's fake picture on it. Oh. I know he doesn't look it, but Feeny can be a bit of an imp when he wants to be. An imp? But I never imagined that he could cause an electrical cable to break. Free monkey! Free money. Gosh. Wow. I need to learn read emote, coming soon. TM. Feeny is really scary when he gets mad. Sounds very dangerous individual. To the stream. I have no idea who that is. I'm sure it's somebody completely different, but Sandwich Prophet hit that friendship button. Welcome to the stream. Let me get this straight. You were happily listening to music on your headphones while you watched this scene unfold? Miss Faye, I'll have to ask you to stop badgering. That's an honest question. I wasn't happy. I was so scared that I couldn't even move. All I could do was stand there and cheer them on. Cheer them on? Yeah, fight for me. Woo! I wish the best for both of them. For them both. And that they would each give the fight their all. It's very sweet of you, so supportive. We're just gonna gloss over that? Yeah, kill yourselves! Woo! Wait, sorry. Doesn't sound quite right. There were handprints found on the chest of the victim's leather jacket. Mr. Payne, were there also prints found on the back of his leather jacket? Well, no, there weren't. Madam Faye, may I suggest you listen a little more carefully? I said he crashed into him from behind, right? Mr. Feeny wouldn't leave any prints behind in that case, would he? I guess. Okay, I'm gonna press first, but I think we know what we need to use. Did you actually witness the moment the victim was electrocuted? I'm sorry, I didn't actually see it. I turned my eyes away. If I don't figure out... Okay, no, I got it. I got it. There's a hole, don't worry. She's got several holes. Okay, which one do I want to present here? This with the stopwatch, or this with the testimony? This is your old phone from 2017? Dude, I would usually... I did that a lot until they started giving me credit for my old phone when I would turn it in. I used to have... I might even, like, whenever I upgrade from this iPhone, I might just keep it. Yeah. You want to go with the watch? Yeah, I'm kind of leaning towards the watch or this. So let's go with the watch. Yeah, I agree. Good call. That's enough, witness. I don't understand. You will in a minute. Could you please take a look at this picture? Oh, that medicine. That's the one Feeny likes to take for his cold. It's not the medicine I want you to look at. It's the wristwatch. It stopped at the precise time the victim was electrocuted. In other words, 3:05. Your point is, Miss Faye? The point is this. What time is when the lab suffered that power outage due to the cable snapping? 2:55. Do you say 2:55 or 5 till? I find myself doing both. What had happened during this 10-minute interval? We propose Dolly as a gold digger. It was during this interval that the real murderer killed Mr. Doug Swallow. I didn't even have a chance to read it. It's nonsense, the real murderer? Even you can't deny that the time between the cable breaking and the electrocution are completely unaccounted for. Then who was it? Who else are you saying could have done it? There's only one person who could have murdered Mr. Swallow. Only after my client had left the scene was there a window opportunity for the real killer. Miss Faye, is the defense ready to indict someone as the real killer? Chicandes. Yes, Your Honor, we are ready. Remember, if you accuse the wrong person, you'll be penalized. Think carefully before you speak. Yeah, she's not even hot to me. She's like... I'm not one for, like, a lot of makeup or, like, super... whatever that is. The thing is, I don't mind redheads either, so there's just... I don't know. Could only have been you, Dahlia. Wow! How can you know? Defense is grasping at straws. 10 minutes passed between the time the cable broke and the time of the execution. What exactly were you doing the whole time, Miss Hawthorne? Were you really listening to some music while cheering them both on? I find it hard to believe that you didn't lift a finger to stop the men dearest to you. Gosh, if this was now, we could just say, okay, did you show us the video or any of the pictures you took? Because we know you did. You're not going to stop to help two people fighting to the death, but you're going to take your phone out and video it, right? Just show us that. Miss Hawthorne, I believe you did witness the two men fighting on that day. However, after Mr. Wright pushed the victim and subsequently left the scene, it was you who pushed Mr. Swallow to his death by your very own hands. Ah, my umbrella turned inside out. How can you say something so mean, Madame Faye? How did your umbrella turn inside out anyway? Your Honor, please, I have something to say. What is it? Please strike everything the defense said just now from the record. What the? Are you daft? You're totally wrong, Miss Faye. Dolly, she couldn't do something like that. She probably already has. Back in your seat. Bailiff, grab that man. Ah, chew, leave my Dolly alone. That boy got himself in way over his head. Who's the question marks? Oh, it was you. You're back. Seems I arrived just in the... Oh, he was gone. That's right. He went to go do something. I found the police report on the incident in your newspaper clipping. Okay, well, we're going to look at that. Okay. Location, District Courthouse Cafeteria. Victim, Diego Armando. Occupation, lawyer. Suspect, Dahlia Hawthorne. Armando ingested poison while interviewing the suspect regarding another case. Traces of poison were found in the victim's coffee cup. No poison was found in the vicinity or on the suspect's person. It is unclear how the poison entered the victim's coffee cup. Oh gosh, I wonder what's in here. Better take a good look at it. It details how you came to lose your boyfriend? Oh. Oh. She was dating... What's his name? Diego. Dang. Okay. Whew. Poison is a woman's weapon? Words could be a woman's weapon. Jeez. Or denial to things. The defense has made a very serious accusation. Mr. Payne, what do you have to say about this? Oh, really, Your Honor? May I interrupt you for a moment, Mr. Prosecutor? Don't worry, my dear. I have the situation in my own hand. Cry. That is, yeah, go right ahead. Yeah, this is a chain of lawyers getting killed. Madam Faye, are you seriously accusing me of killing my sweet Dougie? Yes, I am. Not only am I saying that you murdered Doug Swallow, but you also tried to pin the whole thing on your current lover, Feeny. Told you should have let me handle this. I'm sorry. Go ahead. How can you say that? I'm absolutely devoted to my dear Feeny. You let him kiss you yet after 8 months? Can he hold your hand? Lock some lips. Let me see. Notion now try to frame him as ludicrous. This is all just too much for poor little me to bear. Maybe the girl's trying to ask what on earth her motive would be. Oh. The answer to that lies somewhere in this police report. 8 months ago, an incident occurred in the basement of the cafeteria of this building. And then that same day, the two of them accidentally met. Your Honor, the defense requests further testimony from Miss Dahlia Hawthorne about the events of the day when she first met the defendant, Mr. Phoenix Wright. What could that possibly have to do with this case? The witness claims that she has no reason to frame the defendant, am I correct? Well, I have evidence that suggests that she, in fact, has a very good reason. Very well. Court grants the defense requests. Young lady, would you mind staying on just a bit longer? Of course, Mr. Judge. Get ready for the battle of your life, Dahlia. Grrr. How I Met My Feeny. I first met my Oh, is this the last one? When it's this hyped up, this music means something. I first met my darling Feeny 8 months ago. It's like we were destined to meet in this very courthouse's basement reading room. The moment our eyes met, my heart skipped a beat. We've been going out ever since that fateful day. We're so lovey-wovey, we literally make people sick. It's just jealousy, I think. I'm here. Mr. Wright, do that again and you'll be held in contempt. And now we get to the final act. As we used to say in the days of my youth, go get her. Sick 'em. So, until that time, you had been dating Doug Swallow? Yes. I'm a real fool, I know. Letting my emotions change so quickly, I'm ashamed of myself. Look at me! I'm infamous for changing my mind. Judge? My critics have been calling me Judge Fickle. I need to remember that. For a different line of work. Despite that, however, he has always handed down the correct verdict. That's why some people also call him the Great Judgini. I think Judge Fickle's funnier. Courthouse reading room? That's a strange place to meet the love of your life. It's not true, Madam Faye. After all, Feeny was not an art student, but he was also planning to becoming a lawyer. I'm not talking about him. I'm talking about you, Miss Hawthorne. What was a literature student like you doing in a courthouse reading room? Sonic questioning is a waste of time. It has nothing to do with our murder case. Today I'm warning you. This has nothing to do with Miss Swallow's case. Remember, the judge is on Dahlia's side. Is it important enough to press right now? I don't think not yet. I'm gonna say not yet. Not yet. So what was it about Mr. Wright that made your heart malfunction? My personal opinion, he just looks like a typical snotty-nosed college brat. Perhaps to a woman your age, but to me, Feeny is handsome. See you, Kaza. Have a good night, dude. Have a great start to your Sunday. Perhaps to you, Miss Hawthorne, but to the rest of the planet, he's a dime a dozen. Love is a mysterious thing, and I object to this line of questioning. If I were to look at my wife, for example, you might all be shocked. I was telling the truth. It was truly, truly shocking. Beautiful mushroom growing tall in the dark. Beautiful mushroom growing tall in the darkness. It comes from cow dung. Wow. That's the poem that best describes how I feel about my Feeny? That's not a compliment. Were there any bad feelings between you and Mr. Swallow? No, none at all. We parted on very good terms. Our investigation also shows that it was a clean breakup. Are you sure? Yes, it seems that they both wanted it that way. Victim wanted... So the victim wanted to break up with her? I'll press on that one. So you're saying that Mr. Swallow also wanted to break up with you? Well, you see... What a cruel thing to ask a lovely young... No, she's supposed to be an adult. I've never once considered leaving my wife because you married her. They're dating. There's differences. No one cares, Mr. Payne. It's for you, Judge. Bam! High five. She didn't deny it. That must mean Doug Swallow must have seen through her little act. Must have gotten a glimpse of her true nature. Okay, so I need to press the other one. I think it's this. Your Honor, if you'll allow me some latitude, I think I can establish relevance. Please ask her to continue on with her testimony. Young lady, I've got a simple question for you. What were you doing downstairs in the courthouse reading room? If it pleases Your Honor, the answer is simply this. I had come to this courthouse to do some research for a paper I was writing. You were writing a paper on what? On the relationship between modern Senryu poetry and the criminal underworld. I'm pausing a lot, but... What? Like, is there a criminal serial killer who leaves a haiku behind? That doesn't sound anything like a fascinating research idea. Am I getting old? Now I've even forgotten what I've forgotten. Sandwich, I bet he didn't get anything. I don't even think they've kissed. What did that girl really come to this courthouse? Speaking of forgetting things, you haven't forgotten the police report, have you? No, that's a really big hint. Is it this one? Now, is that enough? Yeah. Miss Hawthorne, you weren't here because of your research paper, were you? Didn't you actually come here for a much more important reason? What is the meaning of this cocky smile on your face? 8 months ago, right here in this very courthouse, there was another tragedy. Between the incident in which an attorney was poisoned? The name of the suspect in that incident is listed here in this report. And that name is Dahlia Hawthorne. The sweetie pie of everyone else's eye. Everyone's eye. Gosh, I need to read. She was the prime suspect in a criminal case just 8 months ago. This is unbelievable. It's true then, the loveliest rose can hide the cruelest thorn. That's not fair. Can't slander my witness with unrelated case. Mr. Prosecutor, I believe I was speaking. Pardon me, go right ahead. It's true that about 8 months ago, the police expressed some interest in me. Expressed some interest? Mr. Judge, sir, I know I'm under oath, so I'll tell you the absolute truth of a lie. I did not commit the crime that occurred during that incident 8 months ago. I tied the two crimes together. Now I just gotta stay on the offensive. Well done, Mia. Oh. You lit the fire in my heart. And my... Stop talking about your hemorrhoids! I can't wait till he's not on our team anymore. Ugh. Ugh. The poisoning. Oh, we just get random testimony. Cool. I met the lawyer who was poisoned to discuss something in the cafeteria. I left my seat for just a moment, and that's when it happened. From what I heard, it was liquid poison that is lethal at just 2 teaspoons. Not only that, I heard it was a very special kind of poison. So you see, I'm innocent. I wouldn't even know where to get poison like that. Huh. So that's what happened 8 months ago. Huh. As you heard from the witness's testimony, she had nothing to do with it. I think the defense is just about out of tricks. Sorry, Mr. Payne. I'm afraid the defense has many more tricks up its sleeves today. I'll be sure to show them to you before the end of this cross-examination, like a finale. Papyrus, how you doing, man? Happy Saturday. Why does the defense suddenly feel strong? Why does the defense suddenly feel stronger? You're glowing with a true lawyer's aura. Proud posture, self-confidence, the accusatory finger. Oh, thanks, Papyrus. I was wondering about that. Thank you for doing that. We'll take a look. What were you talking about with the defense attorney? Well, I'm sorry, but that's confidential. According to the report, you were being interviewed regarding another case. The lawyer that was killed, he said he wanted to talk about an incident that I was caught up in when I was younger. Why don't you tell us all about what that incident was? That has nothing to do with the case. Sustained. Defense's question is stricken from the record. You get involved in a lot of incidents, don't you, Miss Hawthorne? Well, I guess I was just born under a bad sign. Don't worry, Dolly, I'll protect you. You heard the man. Now that is true. No, that is dog on a leash. Feeny, please, give me back my necklace. Those two really are making me ill. I bet for decidedly different reasons. How long were you gone? I've already answered all those questions for the police. But if you must know, maybe 10 or 20 minutes? And where were you during that stretch of time? Using the toilet? What are you saying, Miss Faye? Toilet My Perfect Dolly doesn't poop. I have a book for you to read, Phoenix. Kids get to see it. Everybody poops. You're the defendant, Miss Faye. Better luck next time. Police have already looked in this whole matter. The line of questioning is nothing but a waste of the court's time. She's King Jong-un? I have no idea. Nobody poops. About how much liquid is 2 teaspoons? Yeah, I agree, Rune. Thank goodness we're not dating Dahlia. Let me see. My bottle of eye drop says half a fluid ounce, which is equal to 3 teaspoons. But 2/3 of that amount, huh? Poison was found in the lawyer's mug of coffee. King Jong-un said he doesn't poop or pee. Well, wow. He must be hooked. He probably has, like, wires to do that for him. No, he has somebody do it for him. That's what it is. Someone must have quietly slipped it in there. I heard it was a very special kind of poison. How so? Well, I heard that it's almost impossible to detect. Where did something like that come from? I'm sorry, all I know is what I overheard policemen saying. They said something about using advanced chemical process to purify it. Did our Doug dude make it? Because he was a chemical dude. How did the criminal get something like that? That's the reason they didn't arrest you? Because no one could show how you could have gotten the poison? I think that's a good enough reason, Madam Faye. I think we've had enough of misplaced questioning. The main reason Miss Hawthorne has never arrested the crime was because no one could show how she could have obtained the poison. Okay, so can we present... What's his face? Let's do a safety save. Not about to lose in freaking thing here, but... Yeah. You wouldn't know how to get that kind of poison? I don't believe you. In fact, you had easy access to that kind of poison, didn't you? At your boyfriend's lab. You mean the victim, Doug Swallow? That's right. Up until 8 months ago, Miss Hawthorne was dating Mr. Swallow. And if you recall, Mr. Swallow was a pharmacology student at Ivy University. So he knows how to cook up some stuff. His lab did contain a lot of that stuff. In fact, without such equipment, the culprit could never obtain such a rare and special poison. Well, Miss Hawthorne, it seems you have access to such a poison after all. And then, it was a matter of slipping it into the victim's coffee when he wasn't looking. The only person who could have done that was the one sitting at his very table. You! No! Order! Could it be? Something but a baseless act. I want to say something. Go ahead. The amount of poison in the coffee was 2 teaspoons, correct? In order to carry that much liquid, you would need some kind of container. It's true. I was searched immediately after the incident took place. Quite true. In fact, the entire courthouse was turned upside down. But they didn't find a suspicious container anywhere, did they? She's right. They even mentioned that in the report. Well, you could have easily gotten rid of something like that. But this is a court of law. You're saying I threw the poison container away. I think you need to show some kind of proof. No, she got me with that. Evidence in Phoenix Wright games. Let's bring up with some evidence. Police conducted a full body search of Dahlia and the entire courthouse. If the container holding the poison disappeared right on the court record. If you're going to accuse the young lady of committing the murder, where's the container? You were forced to get rid of the container in a hurry, weren't you? And that's why you passed it on to someone that had nothing to do with the case. Someone that you knew wouldn't be searched. Who is this person? Mr. Phoenix Wright, of course. Yeah, so apparently I think she poisoned the dude. Randomly met the love of her life, Phoenix Wright. It's like, you're so beautiful. Hold this for me. And then every time afterwards, she's like, can I have my necklace back? Can I have my necklace back? Can I have my necklace back? Can I have that back now? Of course not. She gave the poison to him, disguised as a present. But that's a charming little necklace. Is this a little bottle? It's really quite cute. So what about it? What does it mean, Miss Faye? The day the witness met and fell for Mr. Phoenix Wright was 8 months ago. August 27th, the very same day the poison incident. Under the pretense of love, the witness gave my client a present. All for the purpose of hiding the one piece of evidence that would give her away. You saying there's a deadly poison in here? No, there's no longer any poison in that bottle. However, I'm certain if the crime lab were to analyze it, they would find a trace amount. No! Get locked up. On behalf of Dahlia, I object. Control yourself. I won't let you bully her like this. I thought I told you to stay in your seat. Mr. Wright, why? Why are you going through so much trouble to protect her? Why? Because I'm madly in love with her. Okay. What's her favorite color? What's her favorite type of food? What are her measurements? How does she kiss? Upper lip, bottom lip, even? Where does she like? What kind of movies does she like? Been dating him for 8 months. These are things you should just know. Haven't heard anyone say